You're about to meet the largest flying prehistoric animal that ever existed, Quetzalcoatlus northropi. Get ready for a journey back in time, where we'll explore the incredible features of this fascinating creature that ruled the skies millions of years ago. Don't miss a single detail because Quetzalcoatlus is packed with mind-blowing facts that will keep you hooked till the very end. When we talk about Quetzalcoatlus, we're referring to a true giant of the prehistoric world. This pterosaur, which lived about 67 million years ago, had a wingspan that ranged from 36 to 40 feet, about the size of a small modern airplane. Just to give you an idea, a Boeing 737 has a wingspan of around 117 feet, so Quetzalcoatlus had nearly a third of that, which is absolutely massive for a flying animal. When standing upright, Quetzalcoatlus was about 11 feet tall, roughly the height of a modern-day giraffe. This made it not only the largest pterosaur ever recorded but also the largest flying animal to have ever lived on Earth. And how much did it weigh? Researchers estimate it weighed between 440 and 550 pounds, surprisingly light for such a massive creature. This is largely thanks to its bone structure, which, like modern birds, was hollow, reducing weight and making flight possible. One of the most striking features of Quetzalcoatlus was its extremely long beak, which could measure about 6 feet. What makes it even more fascinating is that it didn't have teeth, raising some interesting questions about how it caught its prey. Like modern birds, it's believed Quetzalcoatlus used its beak to snatch prey with precision, likely catching fish or small vertebrates in rivers and swamps. The claws on the ends of its wings were sharp and strong, essential for moving on the ground and capturing smaller prey. Even though its main habitat was the sky, Quetzalcoatlus moved efficiently on land, probably using its wings for balance and speed while hunting with great agility. Its body, while large, was aerodynamic. Its wings were made up of a membrane of skin stretched between elongated fingers, a common feature among pterosaurs. The tail was short but played an important role in stabilizing the animal during flight. Now, how did a creature this big manage to fly? That's a question that puzzled scientists for years. Studies suggest that Quetzalcoatlus used a unique technique called quadrupedal launch to take off. Unlike modern birds, it didn't rely solely on its legs to start flying but used a powerful leap, pushing off with all 4 limbs simultaneously. This launched it about 8 feet into the air, after which it vigorously flapped its wings to gain altitude. For an animal weighing up to 550 pounds, this jump was an impressive feat, showing just how much it relied on incredibly strong muscles. Once airborne, Quetzalcoatlus was an expert glider. Thanks to its wide wingspan and lightweight structure, it could travel long distances without needing to constantly flap its wings, conserving energy. Research indicates it could fly at speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, allowing it to cover vast areas in search of food. And as a predator, that was essential to its success. Although it was a flying giant, Quetzalcoatlus didn't stick to just one hunting strategy. One of the most accepted theories is that it mainly fed on fish and small vertebrates, catching them in the shallow waters of rivers and lakes. Using its long, toothless beak, it probably acted like an efficient fisherman, dipping into the water to snatch its prey. Some scientists also suggest that Quetzalcoatlus may have been a scavenger, feeding on the carcasses of large dinosaurs. This would make it one of the largest scavengers of the prehistoric era, which makes sense given its size and reach. Imagine this creature soaring above a dinosaur carcass, using its beak to tear off chunks of meat for a meal. Researchers estimate that Quetzalcoatlus needed to consume between 22 to 66 pounds of food per day to sustain its body. While that might sound like a lot, for a creature of its size, it was a reasonable amount. Quetzalcoatlus is so fascinating that it continues to be the subject of numerous scientific studies even today. One of the most curious discoveries is that, despite its size, it had an incredibly efficient flying ability, being capable of soaring across continents by gliding. This means it could travel great distances, possibly migrating between regions in search of food and more favorable conditions. Another interesting fact is that, due to its body structure, it likely had extremely sharp vision, much like modern birds of prey. This helped it spot prey on land or in the water from great heights. Studies also show that its muscle strength in both its wings and forelimbs was sufficient to allow quick takeoffs, making it one of the most formidable aerial predators of its time. Additionally, while many depictions show Quetzalcoatlus as an aggressive and predatory creature, there's evidence suggesting it may have been a relatively social animal, living in groups in areas rich in food. Quetzalcoatlus northropi isn't just the largest flying animal that ever existed, it's a true wonder of evolution. With its massive size, efficient flight technique, and varied eating habits, it ruled the skies at the end of the Cretaceous in a unique way. Want more prehistoric mysteries and fascinating facts? Then don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. And of course, leave a comment below letting us know which prehistoric creature you'd like to learn more about. See you on the next adventure into the prehistoric skies.